What you saying, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back with another video for you guys today. It is Saturday, and for those of you who are new around here, Saturday is where we make winners on this channel. Saturday and Sunday, the weekend, is where we build empires. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a few different things which are going to be definitely beneficial to those of you who are hustlers, those of you who are high-driven people, those of you who have a lot of big goals, big dreams, big aspirations, and those of you who have a lot of things you want to do when it comes to succeeding. Now, recently, I've been having a few different kind of feelings, and that's the reason that I thought I'd make this video today, because now it's Saturday. Now is the time I really wanted to kick back, relax, take some time off. But as always, like I told you guys, the weekend is where winners are made. The weekend is where we hustle. The weekend is where we get ahead. The good thing is, if we use our weekends wisely, eventually we'll get ahead of the pack. And that's exactly what we want to do, especially on this channel. So working on the weekends, putting in effort on the weekend, putting in time on the weekends is one of the hardest things you can do. And that is exactly why in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a few of the different things which are the hardest things to do. When it comes to the hardest things to do, those are things we don't want to do. Those are things we don't want to put time into. Those are things we know we have to do, but we don't always feel like doing them. But overall, as you guys know, we have to do them. Otherwise, we face the consequences, we suffer the repercussions, and that doesn't really work out well. So let's go over some of those hardest things to do. So I'm not going to wait around with this one. The first thing is keeping money. Keeping money is one of the hardest things to do. And that, again, is one of the things I've been feeling recently. Now, if I've been feeling it, I know that many of you guys have been feeling it as well. Keeping money is difficult. Keeping money is not always fun. Keeping money is not always what we want to do. At the end of the day, keeping money is important for us. It's one of the best things you can do. Not only having an emergency fund, not only maintaining your money like I talked about in yesterday's video, but generally just knowing how to keep your money. So obviously right now we're in a weird period of time. We're in a kind of strange period of time. And there are a lot of people who are saving a lot of money. There are also a lot of people who are ordering things online, buying food delivered to their house, doing different things with money. So the reason I want to talk about keeping money and why it's one of the hardest things to do is because money seems to always leave your pockets. No matter what you do, no matter who you are, I'm sure you guys have that feeling where money just seems to always leave your pockets. I myself have had that feeling for a few years now, and I'm telling you, it just seems to happen. Keeping money is one of the hardest things to do, but once you master it, your life changes. You guys need to understand, keeping money is so important, it's so vital to how you progress, how far you get, how successful you become. So obviously keeping money is one of those things where, like I said, money just seems to always leave your pocket. But it's still important to keep money. It's important to have an emergency fund. It's important to have savings. It's important to have money that you have at the side. So it's completely natural, it's completely normal that keeping money is a difficult thing to do. But if you haven't realized it before, hopefully now you guys understand that. The second thing I want to talk about is believing that you're worth more. This is for those of you who sometimes feel down. This is for some of you who, have a 50k salary on top of your head. Yesterday, if you guys follow my Twitter, you'd have seen I asked a question. How much would it cost for them to pay you out to stop completely following your dreams? And that's a question I asked because I know a lot of people have salaries. I know a lot of people have been put in a position where, people will pay them enough money to stop following their dreams, to stop hustling, to stop doing whatever they're doing. And it made me realize again, one of the most important things to realize is that you are worth more. Don't let anybody tell you how much you're worth. You might get paid $20 an hour. You might get paid $10 an hour. Sure. But it doesn't mean you're worth that. You need to understand that you're worth more. Now, I'm not telling you to quit that job. I'm not telling you to leave that job to, not accept whatever pay you're getting. But I am telling you that there are a lot more possibilities because you are worth more. If your company can pay you 30k, 40k, 50k a year, how much do you think they're making off you? Understand that you are worth more. There's no debate here. It doesn't matter who you are. It does not matter what you do. Anybody who's watching this video, you guys need to understand that you are worth more. And like I said, this is one of the most hardest things to do because a lot of times we don't realize how much we're worth. We think that, because someone tells us, I can pay you 70k a year, that's how much you're worth. You think sometimes because someone says, I'm going to pay you this much per hour, that's how much you're worth. That is not the case. It's absolutely not the case. You guys need to understand that you are worth more. Ignoring time, ignoring money in this case, whatever someone's paying you, whatever someone's doing, whatever you're doing with your time, it doesn't matter. You are worth more. So you need to understand that. 3, be willing to develop new habits. This is such a difficult one. This is so hard because as you guys know, old habits die hard. It is very difficult to stop your old habits. And that's why I say one of the most hardest things to do is realize that you need to develop new habits. I've told you guys this plenty of times. What shapes your life? Exactly what shapes your lives is habits. Habits shape your life. Now you might think that's bad habits. No, it's not. It's also good habits. So you're currently in a position where bad habits are shaping your life. Change that and start developing new habits. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not a simple thing to do, but it's an important thing to do. It's one of the hardest things to do. If you're in that place where you do things that you're not supposed to do, that you do things which are going to pull you back, stop you on your journey, guess what you need to do? Understand you need to develop new habits. And don't do something crazy. Don't make a major drastic change. Just take each step slowly. Take it one step at a time. But eventually get yourself to the point where you start developing new habits. Get rid of those bad habits. Get rid of those old habits. Get rid of what you were taught which was wrong. Unlearn all those old bad habits and develop new habits to shape your future. 4, stay humble. I've talked about this in the past as well. It's important to stay humble. You're succeeding, you're doing well, you're better off now. You've still got to be humble. And you know why I say this? Not because, the next day you can fall off. Not because, a few years later you could be in a worse place. But because you weren't always in this place originally. It's important to stay humble. You were not always like this. You didn't always have this money. You didn't always have this success, this fame, whatever you have now. You worked for it, sure. You might have got lucky, sure. It doesn't matter. Either way, you've got to stay humble. You've got to remember that a lot of people want this. A lot of people would want to get there. A lot of people see what you're doing. And you're at that point. But it's not for you to boast. It's not for you to gloat. It's not for you to be proud of. It's for you to stay humble. For you, the longer you stay humble, the better off you'll be. Doesn't matter who you are again. You can be the richest person in the world. You can be the most famous person in the world, but you still gotta be humble. Look at those people you look up to, those successful people, those wealthy people. A lot of them are still where they are because they were humble. People you see showing off, chasing clout, being loudmouth, behaving weirdly, behaving irrationally, behaving strangely, they're not humble, and eventually, if they've not already fallen off, they will fall off. It happens to the best of people. It happens to the most successful people. You've got to be humble each and every step of your journey. No matter if you're at the bottom, you're at the top, wherever you are on your journey, be humble. 6, being patient. One of the hardest things to do is just being patient. Understanding your time comes. Everyone has their own path. Everyone runs their different race. Everyone has their own journey. You need to be patient. Be patient, but be patient aggressively. So what do I mean by that? Well, it means being patient, but knowing you still need to get somewhere. Does not mean slacking off, being lazy, taking breaks off. Like I said, this is the weekend, so you gotta know to be patient, but do it aggressively. Keep putting in your effort, keep putting in the work, keep taking steps each and every day to get to where you want to get to. We all have our dreams, we all have our ambitions, we all have what we're capable of doing. So that's why it's important to take your steps each and every day to get to where you want to get to eventually. But at the same time, you need to be patient, you need to relax. Not everything is now. Not every bit of success, not every dollar, not everything is gonna come to you right now. You need to be patient, but be patient aggressively. So that means keep a balance. That means keep balance between where you are now and where you eventually want to be. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be the best, wanting to be the richest, wanting to be the wealthiest, wanting to provide for your family, wanting to make great changes in the world. But you've got to be patient. It all happens in good time. The timing is always right. It all happens in good time. It all happens when it's supposed to be. Everything will roll out and unfold in the right way eventually. But for now, just be patient, but be patient aggressively. The final one I'm going to talk about, number 6, think big. Think big, open your mind. This is very similar to what I talked about when you're worth more than you think. Think big. There's a whole wide world of opportunities out there. There are so many things you can accomplish. Think about all those huge companies you know of. Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and there are so many more. Trust me when I say whatever they started off small. But the owners of those companies, they thought big. They had huge minds, they had great minds. And you guys can do the exact same thing. In this day and age, in 2020, we have all the opportunities we need. We have our phone, we have Wi-Fi, we have a laptop, we have the possibility to network, we have social media. We have so many things that we didn't have before. We have so many things that those people I mentioned did not have in the past. All you need to do in this day and age is understand you have the opportunity and take it. Build your knowledge, learn, but take action. Do the right things. If you're a creative person, use that to your advantage. If you're not a creative person, become creative. It is not difficult. Use Google, use social media, use YouTube, use whatever platform you want, but think big. Use the tools you have and create the life you want. I'm telling you, not enough people think big. When I say certain goals and dreams I have, people are confused, they don't understand. And I'm like, well, think about it. This person did it, that person did it. I can do it, you can do it. It's as simple as that. Think big. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, please let me know what you guys thought. Please let me know your thoughts, comments, just drop it in the comment section below. Add to that, make sure to leave a like, give me that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new around here, comment on the video like I said, and most importantly, share these videos with your friends. I'm sure many people need to hear this today. I'm sure many people would appreciate hearing this today. So in that case, get these videos out to more people. Tomorrow is Sunday. Again, it's still the weekend, so we're still hustling, we're still creating winners, we're still going for our goals, we're still building up our lives for better successes. So that is it for today's video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I've got money making, you got money making. See you guys tomorrow for another video. Peace.